Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering that the internet is down. GPS has stopped working, satellites have gone silent, and power grids across entire countries are beginning to fail. It sounds like science fiction, but something very similar almost happened before. More than 160 years ago, Earth was struck by the most powerful solar storm ever recorded. And if it happened today, the consequence...
The event became known as the Carrington Event, named after astronomer Richard Carrington, who happened to be observing the sun when he witnessed an enormous flash of light. At the time, nobody knew they were watching the beginning of one of the most extraordinary space weather events in human history. Only about 17 hours later, an enormous cloud of charged particles slammed into Earth's magnetic field. Normally, these journeys take much longer, but this eruption was so powerful that it crossed the distance between the Sun and Earth at an astonishing speed. The planet's magnetic shield was violently disturbed. Telegraph systems, the world's most advanced communication technology at the time, began behaving strangely. Operators reported electric shocks, sparks flying from equipment, and in some cases, telegraph machines continued sending messages even after their power supplies had been disconnected. The storm itself was generating enough electrical energy to power the lines. The skies also changed dramatically. Brilliant auroras appeared far beyond the polar regions, lighting up the night over places where people had never seen them before. Some newspapers reported that the sky became so bright that people believed the sun was about to rise hours before dawn. Scientists now know that the sun constantly releases energy into space, but occasionally it unleashes massive eruptions known as coronal mass ejections. If one of these eruptions is directed toward Earth, it can interact with our magnetic field and affect modern technology on a global scale. Unlike people living in the 19th century, modern civilization depends on satellites, electrical grids, aviation, navigation systems, and global communications. This means that a storm comparable to the Carrington event could disrupt services that billions of people rely on every single day. Fortunately, space agencies around the world now monitor the sun continuously. Specialized spacecraft watch for solar eruptions and provide early warnings that allow operators to protect satellites and electrical systems before the storm arrives. Space weather has become an essential part of protecting modern civilization. The Carrington event reminds us that the greatest threats do not always come from Earth itself. Sometimes they begin 150 million kilometers away, on the surface of our own star. Every sunrise gives us warmth and life, but it also reminds us that the sun is far more powerful and far less predictable than it appears.